So this video is going to be a split up of dialogue of why skaters hate YouTubers and me skating with my friends. It'll be cutting back and forth. I'll try to make it pretty even to entertain everyone, because some people don't give a flying fuck why skaters don't like YouTubers, and some people don't give a flying fuck about my skating. So gonna chop it up, maybe get a little bit of both. So yeah, here's the start of the video.
Monstering.
All right, so obviously we're gonna do a bit of skating in this video. Actually, a decent amount of skating. We're actually at a skate park right now. I've already filmed the first part of the video. But anywho, I wanted to make this video about, in my opinion, my best guess of why skateboarders just don't like YouTubers. Now, it is slowly changing to where YouTubers is becoming a little bit more mainstream and a little bit more acceptable. But I want to go through a few reasons why I think skaters don't like YouTubers, and let me just kind of give the definition of those two things real quick. When I say YouTuber, I mean a skateboarder who makes YouTube videos, and it's like about skateboarding or skateboarding-esque, whether it's doing product reviews or vlogs, but they skate. And when I say skaters, I just mean anyone who skateboards who doesn't do that. I'm also going to kind of remove people like Instagram skaters, which is kind of like a separate thing. People who, like, you know, have like a big following on Instagram, and you know, I think the stereotype of them is they do a lot of trap edits and skate fancy shoes, but not all of them. Some people are really big on Instagram, and they do goofy tricks, or they're just really, really good at skating. That one dude on Plan B who like turned pro before he even put out a video part, because, not just because, but like the stuff that he posts on Instagram is like video part worthy. So that guy's like the best skater ever. He tried to ollie a 27 stair, 26 stair for like a YouTube video. Like, that dude's just the best. But anywho, so gonna just like pretend that they don't exist. That's like a whole separate debate. So we'll start off with the first reason that I think it is. And keep in mind that I think the majority of these reasons are pretty valid. Like, I think the reason that someone doesn't like a YouTuber is like reasons that I'm just kind of like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, you can totally not like a YouTuber for those reasons. And the first reason is self-promotion. I can definitely see how someone would see, let's take me for example, a skateboarder who, like, I don't suck. Like, I'm decent at skating, but I'm nowhere near, like, you know, like the top dudes. I go to the skate park, every skate park I go to, like, everyone's so good at skating now. Like, I get my mind blown just by like random people who, you know, might not have any sponsors at all. Just everyone's good at skating now. And here I am making videos about, like, you know, my skating, what makes my skating so special. Why should you watch my skating over people who are better than me at skating? And the point is, like, that isn't why I make videos. I don't make videos because I think you should watch my skating over someone else's. I make videos because evidently enough people do want to watch me skate, and I can monetize that, and then that makes me money. And that is pretty rad. Like, I don't think I'm better than someone else. And like the fact that, like, you know, I put myself on blast, if you will, is definitely like against the grain of the skateboard industry. Because what was cool about the skateboard industry is you would need sponsors to promote you. It was pretty frowned upon to like try to promote yourself. It's almost like an unspoken rule. Like, you have to be good enough for the industry to notice how good you are, and then they will promote you. And like, that's a pretty humble way to go about it. You know what I mean? Like, I can definitely see how it seems like cocky for someone to like make videos about themselves and be like, here's my day, like feeling like, oh, my day is important and people should care about it. Like, I don't feel that way at all. But I've seen some reality television show concepts, and I'm like, motherfuckers watch that shit. My friends are all super good at skating, and a lot of them are really funny. I feel like my day-to-day is more entertaining than like a lot of the housewives or whatever, with even less drama. So, you know, especially that and like me moving to California and meeting other YouTubers, like other people who do YouTube for a living. I was like, oh, that's all it is. You just literally live your day and skate with your friends, and people like watching that.
Oh, very nice.
I have so much downtime right now, I gotta do a trick.
There's a lot of people in different parts of the country and the world who don't have a lot of people to skate with, or maybe they're injured and they can't skate with people, or maybe it's snowing and they can't get outside, and they kind of like skate vicariously through watching you skate or watching other people skate. And, you know, skateboarding is bigger than just like, you know, you going out and doing your hardest trick. So maybe watching video parts or full-length skate videos doesn't give them the same feeling as going out and skating with their friends, which I think is a feeling that a lot of times YouTube videos can convey to some people. Some people, they'll never feel that way about them because they can't get past the cringe thing. Which brings us to the second reason. YouTubers are fucking cringy. Hell yeah, we are. And the reason is, when we make thumbnails, when we do titles, when we think of concepts, we're not thinking, oh man, like what are all the quote unquote course skaters gonna like enjoy to watch today? That is not my goal. My goal isn't to get people who are like the hardcore skaters to watch my stuff, because my videos are already a ton of skateboarding. The majority of my video is skateboarding. So for the most part, they're going to be pretty entertained. And then the dialogue is usually to a minimum, and it's usually talking about skateboarding things, sometimes some sort of worldly events that, you know, I think are important to talk about, like when I made that video about voting, and I did a video with drag queen stuff, just sort of promoting, you know, just like some facts about drag queen. But for the most part, skateboarders would be pretty entertained if they're not annoyed by my personality, which is totally something that people can have, because I can be pretty annoying. I talk very fast. I'm like kind of a loudmouth. I could definitely see how I would rub a lot of people the wrong way, and that's totally fine. If you don't like me on YouTube, you wouldn't like me in real life, because this is just who I am, and that's totally fine. Like, I'm super down for people not to like me. I think if I met someone who was just like me, I probably wouldn't like me either. But yeah, we're not gunning for those. That is not the audience. That is not our target audience. I don't expect someone to go to thrasher.com and then be like, man, I didn't get my fill. Let me go watch Dan fucking do a bunch of slappies for 25 minutes. The target audience that I go for is people who don't skateboard. I think to myself, what kind of title and thumbnail can I make someone who doesn't skateboard interested enough in this video about skateboarding to click it and to give me a view? And how can I make it entertaining enough in my video where it's not just pure raw skating that someone who doesn't skateboard might find some entertainment in it? Because like I said before, the majority of skateboarders could not, let me rephrase that, not the majority of skateboarders, but skateboarders who enjoy YouTube videos or vloggy type content would be pretty amused. But people who don't skateboard, I honestly want to be able to entertain them too, because that's more people to view the videos, and that's more money I can make.
that?
Whoa, do it again.
Look at that. But I feel like you can still get over it. It's just scary because it moves. But I'm going to 50-50 to try it out and see what happens.
That works.
It goes. It's scary though. Definitely tapped on my nose pin and not a barrel flip, but just so you know, I could remove a few frames, make it look like I did it. And I'm an honest man.
You're an honest, hard-working man.
So honest, so hardworking. Such a piece of shit. I'm gonna show you my favorite trick to do here.
Okay.
So you ride up the Euro gap.
Yeah.
And you act like you're gonna do a feeble stall on it, and you just bash up it.
What?
And then you come back.
Oh my.
Yeah,
like a 180.
And then, yeah, you just go regular, and you come back and you just firecracker the ones there.
Show me how it's
You can
done.
just long lens it. Right here.
Let's see it. Oh yeah. What a weird thing to figure out.
Shut up. That's not a trick. When people do that, it's not a trick. I'm telling you right now.
What is it?
You do a nose manual, and you just go like this. You switch nose manual.
Isn't that a 180 out?
Not a trick. Because your four wheels are on the ground at the same time. The only exception is if your nose manualing and you pop, then it counts. Otherwise, if that counts and this counts.
So you don't think you can get out?
Does that count?
I get what you mean.
Am I doing a really good manual combo right now? No, I'm not. That's not a manual combo. Stop doing that shit. And I'm drenched in sweat.
These are the uncool. Have you done the uncool tricks in skateboarding?
Dude, I got you right here.
Oh, what is that? Pretzel? Wow. Whoa, what's this one called?
The worst. You're like, have you done the uncool tricks of skateboarding? I'm like, every trick I do is like the uncool trick of skateboarding. Like, I've made a career out of the uncool, and what I do is, I'm like, this trick's terrible, this trick's really stupid, and then I do all of them to distract you from the fact that I'm doing all of them.
Oh my god.
I honestly think that there's like a lot of like hostility towards YouTubers too, because it's just like, oh, they think that, you know, they're making like money off of skateboarding, and they didn't like prove themselves in skateboarding. They didn't like grind the big rails or do anything like that big of a deal. And that's like almost 100% true. Almost all YouTubers like didn't make it in skateboarding or couldn't make it in skateboarding. A lot of them came close. Like there's definitely skaters who like got on companies and were like flow for stuff, but like who like fully made it in like a core skateboard company. I mean, I don't feel like getting into people's names or anything like that, but I can't really think of very many. I think Seth is doing YouTube now, though. I could be wrong. Joey Brzezinski is definitely doing YouTube right now, and he had a part in a Transworld video, I think, so that's cool. That dude rules. But anywho, I don't think that like we deserve money more than a pro skater. Personally, I think pro skaters should make more money. The problem is that skateboard companies don't actually make as much money as people think they do. Even though skateboarding is more popular than it's ever been, and skateboarding is actually like a cool thing to do right now, the amount of money that, let's say, I don't know, let's pick a random company, Blind is making isn't like crazy enough money to be able to pay all their riders like a decent amount. Now, should they be paid more than they are paid? I think they totally should be able to. And I think to an extent, maybe the companies could pay a little bit more, but definitely not as much as I think they deserve. But there just isn't enough money being made by skateboards to do that. Whereas YouTube, there's endless amount of money because you get paid for ads, and that's bigger than skateboarding. We are making money off of ads, not off of sales of any sort. And that's why, you know, like a lot like shoe companies, skateboard shoe companies have gone on to do really big things. DC Skate Shoes, from what I understand, is the only shoe company ever to outsell Nike for a season in the past like 20 years. And I think that was at like the height of Rob Dyrdek's, you know, career. And, you know, that's what I was told. Is that 100% true? I don't know, but that's what I was told. And you know, it sucks. I wish more skateboarders would start doing the YouTube thing. I know Frankie Villani has a YouTube channel where he just posts like raw skate clips. It'd be sick if he got enough subscribers and watch time to monetize that. Even though Frankie Villani does make good money because he is a higher named skater. And he's like in that percentage of pro skaters who people care enough about that he can make money. But you'd probably be surprised on the majority of skateboarders not making good money. Like the top, I don't know, I don't want to say numbers, but like the top small percent of pro skaters are actually making like an okay living. And I don't mean good living, I mean like an okay living. The majority of them are making minimum wage at best and have second jobs, and they're still like destroying themselves for these video parts. And YouTube is like a way that they could not have to do that, but it's pretty frowned upon right now. Even though it's slowly changing, it's definitely you know, not the most like liked thing. I wish, you know, more of them would come over.
But will he do it again? Oh no, he's gonna lose it because of the axle stall. He's gonna do a back tail. He's gonna retreat back to his old habits. Told you.
What did you say?
Ooh. That was aggressive and excessive. Back tail. Oh, you called me slipping. I said back tail. He had the back tail swerve and everything, and he was like, he did it on purpose, didn't you?
Yeah, 'cause I was like, I know he's gonna fucking expect this one.
Instead, you were like, backside board slide. No.
Yeah. Was a 5-0 shove good?
Yeah, I was sick.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because you started from over there like an idiot.
Yeah, I was gonna hit the bump to rail.
Hey, remember when I skated the rail today?
Yeah,
It's the first time I skated the rail, down the rail since I hurt my ankle.
Here you go. 3 flip the Euro.
You won't.
Yeah, well.
I'm filming you. You're doing stuff. Oh, you fuck him up. What was that? I don't even know what grind that was.
God damn it, I wasn't trying to go that side.
Oh, kickflip guy. What do you think he's gonna do? I'm thinking 50 feet. No. Ooh, he threw me off.
What are we doing?
I don't know. He's gonna fuck up on a switch crook at some point in time, though. No, got it. He's making it hard. Front tail, big spin.
Shut up! Shut up!
Yes.
I'll fucking take that. Jesus Christ.
Woo. Yeah, Dale.
But yeah, we can be really cringy, man. Like, because our target audience isn't just skateboarders. We're like gunning for, I mean, if some fucking Visco girls or, you know, soccer moms want to watch my videos, I'd be stoked. You don't need to skateboard. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to entertain people to make some money. And if I can do that through skateboarding, that's what I'm going to do. And I think one of the things that's causing that, one of the things that has made YouTube such a possibility now, is for the first time, as far as I know, in the past couple years, it's no longer the invisible panel of judges telling us what's cool and what's not cool in skateboarding. It's not the unseen team managers saying who's good enough and who's not good enough that we should pay attention to. I used to get 401 videos, and that's like really the only time I could see the up-and-coming guys who might make it in skating, or other random video magazines, Logic videos, stuff like that. And then, you know, the pro skaters who have parts in like video parts and had photos in magazines, you know, sometimes you'd remember the name or recognize their face and be like, oh, like this guy's doing something now. But now it's no longer us being spoon-fed who's cool and who's not cool because of things like Instagram and YouTube, but mostly Instagram. We can see skateboarding in real time. Your favorite skater someone who you pay attention to more than anyone else, could have no sponsors. He could be some random dude in Wisconsin because you found his Instagram and you just like the way he skates. The skateboarders and fans of skateboarding are actually selecting the skateboarder that they want from the entire spectrum of everyone that skateboards, no longer who the industry has selected for us to choose from. It's also causing skateboarding to progress a lot faster because now we're all seeing skateboarding in real time and being like, oh, this person's doing this trick and this person over here is doing this trick and this person just combined those tricks, and who's going to film it in the streets first? And then they'll put out a video part, and then, you know, they'll put a ton of effort into it, film for 8 months, and then you'll watch it and forget about it the next day. That's just where the industry is. The full-length video part, it's not dead, but it's definitely not as sacred as it used to be. And that's a bummer for me, but I totally accept where the times are. I am still working on video parts, though. I love filming video parts. It's a passion project for me. But yeah, I definitely could see someone being like, oh, like these YouTubers are just trying to take a shortcut. Like, no, we're just making money a different way. I would love nothing more than for skateboarders to make more money, but I think that the industry really can't afford it. That and, yeah, just like the whole like self-promotion thing. Like there's a lot of skateboarders who just don't have Instagrams. They don't have YouTubes. They have no social media presence. And they just don't give a shit about that side of things. They skateboard purely for fun, and they just happen to be really good at it, and they're sponsored. I think about people like Wes Kramer, who has like a flip phone. And I think that I think that's the coolest shit ever. I think that's so awesome that he truly doesn't give a fuck. But me, coming from like a construction job, or like I used to work in an iron foundry where I would work 11 hours a day, 6 days a week. My overtime didn't start until 45 hours of work, which I'm pretty sure was illegal. I was making good money, but I had no time to spend it. To like now, I literally skate with my friends, and that pays my bills and gives me spending money. Like, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I would rather do this than be a pro skater, because now there's no pressure for me to do tricks that I don't want to do. It's literally like, oh man, I don't really feel like skating today. Guess I'm a filmer today, and I still get a paycheck, and I still get to hang out with my friends. This is literally a shortcut to living my best life, as corny as it sounds. This is how I win. This is like, sometimes I get mad when I'm skating and I'm trying a trick and I can't land it, and then it hits me. I have nothing but free time. Like, I'm getting paid to have free time. The only time that it feels like work is when I sit down and have to edit these videos, which in all honesty takes about 2.5 hours, and I like editing. So even that's fun. And I'm sure if I get a little bit more passionate about editing and I put a little bit more effort into my videos, I'll even have more fun. But right now I just kind of slap bang them together. But even then, just like cutting and pasting the clips and like just putting like the dialogue together and the skating together and sort of reliving that day is fun for me. It's like going through an old photograph book of your friends and family, except for it's like videos, and it happened 3 hours before I opened it. But, you know, I could always go, I haven't done it yet, but I could always go back and watch my old YouTube videos and be like, oh yeah, I remember that day.
Yeah, Dale. Oh, he didn't wax that side. You better be careful. Man, he was trucking. He always goes really fast when he skates rails. What are you thinking? Back 50. Oh, like this? What's he gonna do? I don't like it so far. Oh, he's gonna 5-0 it. Oh, he definitely did that specifically for me. Wow, you ollied over the rail long ways. Back five, back five, back five. Oh, God. Oh, he did that easy. Okay, I'm calling it right now. My war. Dale Decker, 5-0 kickflip. So when I first got to the skate park, I was 5-0 grinding, and some other guy was grinding the rail, and it distracted me, and I couldn't do it. But then, like, I was like, I'm not done. I'm coming back for more. So I did a crooked grind where I landed straight to my tail, and that got me amped, dude. And I was like, dude, maybe the next one's it, dude. I think I'm just gonna go for it. So, I hit up Rhino, and I was like, Rhino, you ready to go get this today? And Rhino was like, yeah. So like we met up at the spot. I was about to hit the 5-0 flip. Yo. Same thing again, though. There was a person in the way, dude, just distracted me. And I was just like, I don't know if today's the day, man. I'm not sure. So like, Rhino went home. I went home, I had to meditate on it, you know what I mean? Like, really figure it out, really feel like if I could get this trick or not. Turns out I could, but is it today?
I get it. It's self-promoting, and it is cringy, And it is not core skateboarding because we're not necessarily making these videos just for skateboarders. And I totally back you not liking YouTubers for those reasons. And there's definitely other reasons I'm sure that I didn't get to. Besides, like, some of our personalities are annoying. And definitely some people might think that there's some YouTubers out there that are just, like, bitter that they didn't make it in skating or something like that, and they started a YouTube channel because it's, like, you know, like, another way that they can make money. And maybe that's true, but if that is true, fuck yeah. Anytime anyone can make money doing what they like doing, like, why would you be bummed on that? Like, if I asked the majority of, like, skaters who don't do YouTube, who don't like YouTube, like, if I asked the majority of skaters who don't like YouTubers, and I said, hey, listen, I'll pay you enough money to be able to skate all the time you want, film with your friends, or don't film with your friends, just do whatever you want to do, and I will pay all your bills, plus give you spending money, and all you have to do is record yourself saying, I'm an idiot, for 15 minutes a day. And then you have to edit it for an hour and a half and just make it flow, just you saying it, I'm an idiot. I can't imagine too many people not willing to do that. Like, why would you not do that? Like, even if it was just like, you have to talk trash on yourself for 15 minutes straight. Like, fuck, dude. Like, you get to live the life that you want to live. So yeah, if you don't like YouTube, then don't watch it. But, like, don't, like, hate on, I don't know. Like, I want to tell you, like, don't hate on people because that's what they do. But, like, at the same time, like, I can understand being like, yeah, that's pretty whack. Because I used to have a similar opinion, but, like, I definitely don't now. Now I'm like, dude, if you're making money off of being good at skateboarding, if you're making money off of your personality, if you're making money doing anything that you would be doing otherwise, other than, like, if you're like an assassin and you'd be a serial killer if you weren't an assassin, I'm stoked for you. Like, I think that's awesome. Professional scooters, professional rollerbladers, not that I think professional rollerbladers can make any good money anymore. But, like, anyone who's doing anything that they love, like, I think that shit's fucking sick. And yeah, man, that's really all I have to say. I think those are the main reasons that skateboarders hate YouTubers, and I'm sure that there are more reasons that I will think of the second I click to stop recording. But I'm actually gonna go skate this park. And yeah, I fucking walk into the skate park and I come back and this guy's laying in his back seat watching John Hill getting fucking hyped.
I'm getting comfortable, man.
Oh, well, where's your waxy wax?
Right here.
Need a little chunk. Gotta butter everything up because Lord knows I ain't gonna skate faster.